Hey, it is Tuesday, November the 13th, 2018. For a second there, I forgot what day it was. Day 13 of NaNoWriMo. I'm still kicking, kind of. It's been another day of moderate to severe back pain. Taking a lot of pain meds today. But let's not dwell on that. The good news is I did some, well, I'm not going to say good writing, but I did some writing. I did 1,900 words of writing today in about 5 or 6 little sessions throughout the day. I started writing on a brand new character, doing a brand new story, doing a brand new thing, kind of like starting over. But it's like what I did was earlier. Oh my back really hurts. It just really hurts today. I had an episode yesterday, and it's anyway, let's not get distracted by the intense pain that I'm in and try to focus on words, speaking them out loud. So earlier in the book, I had a scene with my original characters, Murad and Selenius, where they were walking through the streets, and they passed by like an altercation between some refugees and some merchants, and they were like, the merchants didn't want the refugees there, and the refugees were like, well, we have no choice. We have to be here. Our homes were burnt down by the army, etc., etc. So what I did was I went back, and I think, as I said yesterday, that scene never really left my mind, that altercation. So what I did today was I came up with a character who was in that altercation, basically, who a refugee who's had their house burned down by this invading army, or not really invading army, but this guy's house, his farm, just happened to be on the spot where two armies were fighting. And of course, in olden times, that usually meant that your house got burned down and all kinds of bad things happened to you. At least, well, I don't know that for a fact, but that's just sort of the impression that I get from the readings that I have done about wars in olden times. And the time period of this book is it's prior to medieval times, the way I'm thinking of it. I'm thinking of it as well, I said it was like a sword and sorcery genre, which to me sort of implies more ancient times, more like Roman times, ancient Rome. So that's sort of the time period I'm thinking of for this. Man, my back really hurts right now. My back was really hurting on the first day of NaNoWriMo, and I thought it would get better as time went by, but as time goes by, nope, not getting better. Got a lot worse. Well, it's not worse than it was when I started, but it's back to as bad as it was when I started, which is kind of disappointing. Really, really kind of consumes a lot of my thoughts during an average day. It's that level of pain where you can't really think about much of anything else. Really irritating. And I'm not scheduled to go back to the doctor till next week. Oh, doctors. They're so annoying. Well, it's more that the fact that my body is falling apart is the really annoying thing, but it's the doctors that you know, the fact that you can't just, there's no drive-through doctors. You can't just go to a McDonald's and talk to a doctor. you you call and schedule an appointment, and maybe, you know, weeks later, maybe a month later, then maybe you'll get to see a doctor if you're still alive by the time you get to the doctor. But I'm digressing seriously. Anyway, so I started a whole new thing. I wrote a bunch of words. I feel pretty good about the writing. I can't really think about it too much because I'm in so much pain. But well, let me amend that statement. I feel good that I have changed the nature of the writing that I'm doing, and changed characters, and changed the whole tone of the story. In terms of the actual sentences and grammar of the words that I typed into this document, I'm not all that crazy about them. I focused a lot on the feeling of these characters, and just kind of the events and the feeling around the events. I wasn't really trying to write a great literary work here. I was just trying to put words down, basically. Which I'm sure is self-evident from what you can see on the screen there. Yeah, so the other thing that I wanted to talk about is we got another NaNoWriMo pep talk, which is another one that I found very amusing. This one is from Justina Ireland, who is an author that I do not know. But this pep talk starts out, "Writing sucks." That's likely something you've thought recently. Yeah. The reasons, you know, it goes on to explain that. And then the reasons, of course, do not make writing suck any less. Sorry, folks. And that really is the secret to writing. It will always suck, and it will suck in different ways. So this is supposed to be a pep talk. There's two of them now that is just like, it just makes you want to just give up writing, really. These pep talks really just make me want to give up completely. And again, I understand completely what she's saying. It all makes perfect sense. I mean, it's summarized down here, but the more you dig in, the harder you strive, the more you just let yourself work, putting forth all of the effort and discomfort it implies, the better you'll be at it. It's basically that's what she's saying, and what many of, pretty much every successful author will tell you, is that writing is not fun and games. It's really hard work, and it's I can attest to this. It's very difficult to just keep writing day after day when you know that nobody's listening, for one thing. Nobody's reading what you're writing, until maybe someday way in the future somebody might read it. Yeah, I really can't sit here for very long. So I'm gonna wrap this up pretty quickly, and yeah, just, I mean, I was heading to a thought there, and then I just got completely derailed by all the pain I was in. I'm talking about back pain a lot in this video. This whole NaNoWriMo is gonna be about back pain for me, pretty much. Yeah, that was the other interesting thing that happened today. And I think I will just leave it there, because I'm rapidly running out of talky words. So, I'm on pace. Again, I got back on pace. 21,785 words is my current total. And, I just keep on plugging away. All right, I will see you tomorrow if I'm not dead. I don't think I will be dead, but I might still be in a lot of pain tomorrow. Anyway, see you later.